Here we go.
What if your customers are trying to find your business online, but instead of finding you, they find your competitors? Now, more than ever, it's time to make sure you have the right SEO to make your business stand out online. Welcome to Go Mind Your Business with Terri Bork, presented by Extreme Marketing Concepts, putting your business in front of the hungry herd of buyers who are looking for you right now. Extreme Marketing Concepts, helping you drive more traffic, dominate the market, and crush your competition. And now, here's Terri.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Go Mind Your Business. I am so glad you're here. And I can't believe that we're up to October already. Time is sure flying by. I heard today that there's only 17 Fridays left till the end of the year or till Christmas. So that made me get a little panicky. And I thought, I wanted to make sure that I brought you somebody today who can maybe help you get extra holiday cash or start a whole new career for yourself or put money in your pocket. And I am so excited about my guest today. Her name is Leslie Truex. Let me introduce you to Leslie real quick. Hey, Leslie, how are you today? Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Terri. I'm doing great, and I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's my pleasure to have you. You know, guys, I met Leslie. I met Leslie personally back in September, but I've secretly followed her blog for forever because when people want to know, how can I get a work-at-home job, or I need to bring in additional cash, or I'm curious about other options when I'm working online, is there a place that I can go? And I've sent them over to Leslie's site because she has so much stuff to offer. So I want to share with you her bio a little bit. So forgive me for reading, but I'm going to read for you just so you know who she is. Leslie Truex is an ideaphoric writer, author, speaker, entrepreneur, social worker, fitness instructor, and mom. She's trying to do it all from the comfort of her own home. She's the author of several books, including the Work at Home Success Bible, and she's been helping people find or create flexible work options through her website, workathomesuccess.com, since 1998. She's also appeared on The Daily Buzz, CNN.com, Women's World, Redbook, and Today's Parent. So again, Leslie, I am so excited that you're here to join us today. Welcome.
Well, I'm excited to be here, Terri. Hope I can help.
Oh, I know that you're going to have so much to offer our guests. So, one of the first things I'm curious about is how did you get started in the work-at-home arena, Leslie?
Well, it's sort of by accident in that I was just a mom who wanted to be home with my kids in the 90s and was looking for ways to work from home to do that, and was doing a variety of things. The internet wasn't quite where it is today, but then I discovered I had a piece of software that said you could make a website, and because I have that ideaphoria thing, I thought, I'm going to make a website. And so I just sort of on a whim made workathomesuccess.com with no intention of doing anything except maybe just talk about what I was learning, and things kind of took off from there.
So why would someone want to use work-at-home success to achieve greater success in what they've already got going on?
Well, one of the things about work-at-home success is that I've done a lot of the things that I talk about there, and I know while I was growing, a lot of work-at-home sites came on board during my journey, but I wasn't convinced those people actually ever worked at home, whereas I've done a lot of what I talk about, and if I haven't, I really work to get experts to share what they know. I have a podcast as well where we hear stories from people every week who are doing this. And I provide a variety. So it's not just home business or making money online, but there's work-at-home jobs. There's how to watch out for scams, because those are pretty prevalent these days. So it really is, it's kind of big. It's not as niched as a lot of sites, but there's a lot of stuff there.
Oh, fantastic. So can you share with me, you mentioned a lot of things, work at home jobs, work from home. What's the difference between all of those things?
Well, in my mind, and the way I do it, is that, a home business is basically a business, and a work at home job is basically where somebody hires you to work from home. But there's a lot of gray areas in there. For example, freelancing. As a freelancer, you're hired by a company to do work, but you're not really an employee per se, and freelancers a lot of times operate as independent people, sole proprietors. So sometimes there's a lot of gray in there.
Okay. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Thank you for sharing. Now, I know that you have a book out that is really um, a tool that people can use to um, learn more about actually coming on board and working from home. Can you share Work at Home Success Bible with us and what that's all about?
Okay, well, the Work at Home Success Bible, actually, when I first pitched it to a publisher, I wanted a book on telecommuting because there were no books in print on telecommuting for years and years and years and years. And they came back and said, we want the Bible of working at home. So really, that's what I did. And so the first part does talk about work at home jobs. The next part talks about how to start a home business and even online options. Now, the book is a little bit dated for some things, but a lot of the information in terms of how to decide what is right for you and how do you manage working at home and doing all the other stuff you're supposed to do and take care of the money and raise the kids and all that stuff, all that's pretty relevant even now.
Awesome. And then I know you have another book that I want to ask you about too, and that's your Jobs Online. Find and get hired to work at home. And I'm just going to bring that up as well. Can you share with us a little bit about how that one might be a little bit different from the Work at Home Success Bible and why somebody might want to read that one?
Well, I do know from watching the stats on my website that the majority of the people that come there are looking for ways to get a work at home job. A lot of times that's the first stop people take on this journey. And a lot of times they move on. They decide a home business is better. There's a lot of reasons for that. But for people who are looking to get a work at home job, this book is all about how you do that. What a lot of people just search work at home job on Google and expect to sign up for something, and this book will say no, you need a really good resume. It talks how to do that. It has over 400 resources of places where you can look for jobs or places that frequently hire. So it really is geared towards people who are like, I'd like to have somebody pay me to work from home.
Hmm. Okay. Oh, wow. So that's pretty good. So that's really comprehensive, and it will really help people know that they're not getting involved in the wrong type of a job, right, or a scam. Or
Right, and you have to have an attitude. I mean, getting a work at home job is like getting a job outside the home. I mean, you don't just go to even McDonald's and sign up and start
right.
flipping burgers, right? I mean, you have an interview and you have an application and you're vetted. It's the same in work at home jobs. Yeah.
Awesome. Now, are you noticing, other than, that there are specific roadblocks that typically prevent people from actually working from home?
Well, there's a lot of roadblocks that prevent people from working at home, and most of them are like in between their,
Right.
ear. I mean, a lot of time. I mean, it's again, you're not just going to sign up and do it. So a lot of it is, getting out of your own way and doing what you need to do. But the other part of it is staying the course and continuing the journey, even as stuff falls apart, because things go wrong all the time. You're not hired, or that ad you run doesn't get any results, or somebody says something mean to you on social. I mean, all sorts of things happen that make you think, I don't want to do this anymore. And you just sort of have to stay the course, get over the humps, go around the obstacles, and just keep going. The only people I know who are successful are the ones who never quit.
Okay, great. So I also hear you say, for those that are looking for a work at home opportunity where they're working for someone else, it is extremely possible for you to find an authentic job where people will actually pay you so that you can work in a telecommuting type environment. And then as far, right, is that what I hear?
Yeah, and what I was going to say is that there are lots of when I first started Work at Home Success, I was lucky to find jobs to post, and most of them were technical or writing. Today, I post jobs in nursing, teaching, accounting, publicity, all sorts of things. So, I mean, the jobs are out there if you do it right.
Hmm.
Right.
Okay, awesome. Now, as far as starting your own maybe freelance type deal or having your own job, working from home like you and I do, we're starting our own business from home. Will your books and your website also help those types of people get moving forward or know what to do?
Well, yeah, the Work at Home Success Bible has a whole beginning section about how to identify what's best for you. Because again, a lot of people go into it, what can I sign up or start that'll make me money? They get, that whole shiny object thing. I'm going to be a blogger because that guy says I could start a blog and be rich with AdSense tomorrow or something. And all the bloggers out there are going, no, 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 that doesn't work. So I really focus on helping people determine, based on the skills they already have or the interests they have or the passion, something already inside them that is going to be the thing that they should do. Because like I said, I've done my podcast about 6 years now, and everybody I've interviewed has really tapped into something they already knew how to do or loved to do or were really excited about.
Oh, that's so awesome. So if they want to tune into your podcast, Leslie, how can they find that?
Well, they just go to workathomesuccess.com. I got a little tab up there, and it says podcast, and they can see all 6 years of them, I think, are there. So, yeah.
Fabulous. Okay, awesome. And then now, as far as people learning physical action steps or something, is there something that you suggest that they do so that they can move forward in helping them find work at home success?
Well, I start with having people make a list of, what are your skills, what are your experiences, what is your volunteer work, what do you love to do, what are you passionate about? And then, of course, making money involves basically three things. You either sell your skill, okay, sell stuff, or you sell what you know. And so
Right.
then we start looking at these things that you know and how can we turn them into income, whether that's in a job or whether that's selling stuff on eBay or whether it's starting a blog or maybe a freelance business.
Oh, it's so great. I'm really excited because I don't know about where you're from, but where I'm from right now, I'm down here in Florida, and there's so many people looking for extra income, especially in the fall season, or people are actually looking for work where Florida's a right to work state. So many people are out of work, so there's so many opportunities, and having people think a little outside the box, a little different maybe from
Right,
traditional employment, knowing that there's options, knowing that you can create a life that you love around your life.
right,
That's great too, because sometimes these 9 to 5 or 8 to 5 or 9 to 6 models, they don't work for a lot of people. We're parents. We go to
right.
college, maybe we have classes that we need to take. So finding something different to incorporate into your lifestyle is so vitally important.
Right, right. And I think if you were to do more on your own, starting a business or freelancing, you get a lot more flexibility. A lot of people think I want to work at home job and be flexible, but a lot of jobs aren't. They want you in your desk a certain time of day, to do that work. So sometimes those aren't as flexible as doing something on your own. And of course, doing something on your own could be more fun because you get to make it yourself.
Hmm. And who knows where that can go.
That's right.
You know? I didn't think that even like go mind your business, right? I didn't think that we're getting ready to celebrate 300 episodes, and who knew that we were going to take it to that level and have so much fun along our way. So you never know what
Right.
you're going to create. It's awesome.
It's a great
So,
adventure.
oh, it is. So for those of us who are looking to make some extra money for the holiday season now, or for the fall, or to start our adventure, what should people do right now?
Well, I'm going to go back to tap into what you know, love, or do.
So they'll ever do read your
Yeah.
book. Do you have any other type of courses that people can take from you?
Well, I do. I have something called Work at Home Success University, and there I have 8 or 9 courses that get much more specific than maybe you'll get on the site. And I'm a very concrete person. I mean, if I'm learning something, I'm like, just tell me what I need to do. What do I need to know? What do I need to do? And what resource can I use? That's all I care about. So these are written like that. The other thing a lot of times you find online with resources is they're overwhelming. I mean, have you ever bought something and there's like 87 videos and 400 pages of, you're like, oh my God, I'm never going to get through this. So at Work at Home Success University, each of the courses are only 4 weeks long, but they're delivered one a week. So you'll get the first lesson, let's say Work at Home job, and it's going to tell you, here's what you need to know now, here's what you need to do now, and here's the resources to do it. And then by the second week, when the next one comes, assuming you've done the first week, you're ready to build on that. So it comes out just in a couple of weeks, and it builds on it. And by the time you end the 4 weeks, you should have a really good foundation in place to be moving forward. And you've already gotten started, so now you're just building on that.
Awesome. Oh, that's so terrific that you can have building blocks, if you will. Everybody needs a blueprint, whether you're working for an employer or working for yourself. Knowing what to do and how to go about it, where to look, what to avoid. I think all of that is so vitally important, and the way that you lay it out sounds really easy for people to follow. The simple how to do it steps without all the mush in the middle. That's awesome.
That's right. That's right. But delivered in tiny bites so that you can actually consume them and do them. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. No, I think that's fantastic. And people can find those over at your website? Is that where all that stuff is located?
Yeah, I actually moved it to its own site, so it's workathomesuccessuniversity.com. But there's a link to Work at Home Success University courses also at workathomesuccess.com, so they can find them there as well. And there's a bunch of them. There's jobs, there's writing, virtual assistant, blogging, all sorts of stuff.
Awesome. That sounds like it's really comprehensive. I just love that. Is there any other maybe advice? I know a lot of companies, they're doing holiday stuff. Is there anything that you think during this time of year that our guests can look for, or is there special scams that they need to watch out for at this time of year or any time of year?
Well, I'm not aware of any seasonal scams that are popping up at this moment, but seasons are a really great time to make extra cash. People's leaves are falling off their trees. They need someone to rake them, or maybe they want somebody to bake their cookies for them. Or decorate their house or cut down their tree, whatever. So there's always a lot of opportunities in seasons to make some extra money. And, of course, the holidays is really great. If you have a product or service you can sell that can really fit into the holidays. For example, a lot of people want to take time off, so maybe they're going to need more virtual support. So if you're good at that, this would be a good time to help them. Or if you have a product that can be packaged up as a gift, now would be a really good time to sort of put that all together. So the holidays are a really great time if you can frame what you do into a way to help people during this busy time.
Oh, that's fantastic advice. Thank you for sharing that. I think it's really timely, too. So cool. Well, we've learned so much about, things that we can do to go and find our own work-at-home success. Pardon me using your whole tagline there. And guys, Leslie, she's got some really great books, the Work-at-Home Success Bible and the Jobs Online, Find and Get Hired for a Work-at-Home Job, and then the tremendous resources that she has over on her website. And the books are available in Amazon as well. And there should be links right here on the side that you'll be able to grab as well to get those books. Take advantage and help yourself this fall season, right? It's the season of plenty, right? So awesome. Leslie, I had so much fun. Is there any final words that you'd like to share with our audience today?
Well, I'd just like to say, if people are really wanting to kind of design a life that fits with their family or their needs, I know there's a lot of people out there now caring for elderly parents, or maybe they have a disabled family member. There's all sorts of reasons people need flexibility. It's out there. Compared to when I started, there's no reason people can't work at home, but they have to do their research, they have to do their due diligence, they have to have a plan, and then they just have to stay the course.
Oh, great advice. Leslie, I want to thank you so much for coming and spending time with us today and educating us on the work at home area. And, it was just such a blessing for me. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much.
Well, Terry, thank you for having me. I was so excited to meet you in Florida, and now I got to be on your show. So thank you.
Oh, it's so wonderful. And guys, go use this stuff. If you're looking to bring in some additional, money for the holiday season or start something brand new, so you can turn year 2015, kick it off with a bang, go pick up Leslie's guides, learn how to do some things and get going in the direction that you want to move in. Or go to her website, workathomesuccess.com, and take advantages of all the amazing resources that she has out there. You're going to love her. I loved her. I still do love her, and she's fabulous. And Leslie, again, one last time, thank you so much for being on our program.
Thank you, Terry.
Yeah, you betcha. All right, guys. Well, I hope that you have enjoyed our program today. We're always looking to talk with amazing people in the business of helping us learn more to earn more and get going. So if you have someone in mind, please let me know. And I am so glad that you joined me today. And until we meet again, have a wonderful day and go mind your business. Take care now. Bye bye.
Thank you for listening to Go Mind Your Business with Terri Bork, presented by Extreme Marketing Concepts. If you want to drive more traffic, dominate the market, and crush your competition, find out how by visiting our website, www.extrememarketingconcepts.com. And join Terri next time for another episode of Go Mind Your Business.